Hi, today we're going over the features of the Milwaukee M18 21 degree nailer, which we've got right here. Now the first feature of the 21 degree nailer is that it can shoot full round head nails like we've got right here, which most other nailers like a 30 degree nailer typically can't shoot a full round head nail. And why that's important is that a lot of times code does require a round head nail in some areas for framing. So it can shoot up to 3.5 inch nails, which that's what these are, and these are 21 degree nails. You just load them into the bottom here, and then you've got your nails ready to go. Now you can add an extension on here if you want to have more nails on there, so that's not a problem as well. To fire a nail, what you're going to do is make sure this is depressed up here at the top, and then you pull the trigger, it will fire one nail. Now, if you want to adjust the depth right here, it's got this easy depth adjustment, which I really like. You don't have to use any kind of tools. It's super easy to turn, as you can see, and you can adjust whatever drive depth or nail head depth you need. But where I've had it has worked for me in building that deck, so I've pretty much just left it right there. On this side of the tool, you have like a tool belt hook or a belt hook right there, so that's nice. And then on the other side of the tool, you have a rafter hook right here, or a framing hook, so that you could hang this from a rafter or a piece of framing while you're working, which I actually have found has been really easy to use. The other thing you got here is a little tool here if you need to clear a jam. Now, out of all the nails that I've shot, 1,000 plus so far, I have never had a jam. I had 2 nails that didn't drive all the way. I just hammered that in out of 1,000. No big deal, but I had no jam, so I've never even needed to use this tool. But as time goes on, we'll see. For me, this has been incredibly reliable. I have had no issues, really. Now, on the back here, what you do is you just put your M18 battery in. And this works with any M18 batteries. This is a 5.0, but it works with the 4.0 just fine. And then what you're going to see here is you power it up right here. That's going to power it up, and then you got 2 modes. So the first mode is when that's depressed, the end trigger, and then you pull the trigger, that's going to shoot a nail. The next mode, if you just click mode over here, anytime that you are holding the trigger, so you just hold onto the trigger, and then you make contact with that down at the top, what's going to happen? It's going to shoot a nail. So if you're building a deck or something like that where you want it to shoot on contact, it'll do that as long as you're holding down the trigger and that point is depressed right there. So that is pretty much all the features that we've got of this. I'm going to remove the battery while I flip it over, because if you saw how powerful this thing is, you do not want to let this fire unintentionally, because it will drive a nail wherever you put it. So overall, I haven't had to do any maintenance with this. It's been incredibly reliable, easy to use, and made me work a lot quicker and a lot faster. I love the grip on it is really good, and just overall, it has been a game changer for framing. So thank you for watching this review of the Milwaukee Fuel M18 21 degree nailer.